Good morning everybody. Welcome for today's session. Now we have to start with the topic squares and square roots. So first of all, when we are talking about a square, today I will be sharing some properties of square numbers with you. What this word square denotes? When we speak about this word square, means any term when you are going to multiply 2 times is called a square. So if I multiply 1 2 times, the 1 is the square of 1. If I multiply 2 2 times, the 4 is the square of 2. Similarly, 9 is the square of 3. So what happens if I keep on multiplying these natural numbers 2 times, then somewhere I will be getting the result. Suppose I am multiplying 1 2 times, result will be what? 2 times 4, 3 times 9, 4 times 16, 5 times 25, 6 times 36, 7 times 49, 8 times 64, 9 times 81, 10 times 100, and so on. So, in other words, you can say 1 is a perfect square, 4 is a perfect square, 9 is a perfect square, 16 is a perfect square. Why? Because these results and so on, infinite numbers are there which can be the perfect squares. But these are all the numbers which are the perfect squares are the result of the multiple of itself. Like 1 I have multiplied with 1 only, 2 I have multiplied with 2 only. So when one number is multiplied twice, the result is called its square, and the resulting number is called a perfect square. So first of all, you just clear the meaning of word square. So that word square means you have to multiply a particular number twice. The result is called the square of that particular number. So 1 is the square of 1, 100 is the square of 10, 49 is the square of 7. So very interestingly now you can see, when suppose up to first 10 numbers I am speaking 1 to 10, then I am finding 1 is a perfect square, 4 is a perfect square, 9 is a perfect square. So before 10, if I am speaking from single digit point of view, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1 is a perfect square, 4 is a perfect square, 9 is a perfect square. In between that, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, these are 5 is there, 2, 3, here 7, 8, 2, 3, 8, like 2 is not there, 3 is not there. So, like these, I have to see whether are the perfect squares or not. So, this we will clear in today's talk. There are 20 properties I have selected to discuss with you. Out of that, 12 I will be sharing with you and will be giving you the example of each property. And I assure you, after going through these properties, if you will start doing your exercise, just start practicing. Otherwise, I will definitely share back-to-back questions of your exercise with you people all. But this is important to understand the basic concept, what we are studying about. What is the objective of this lesson? After going through this topic, what are those questions which we will be able to answer? So that are the aims and objectives of this topic, that after going through at least the properties of square numbers, you all definitely will be able to solve the problems related to the properties of these square numbers. So your first property is square of even numbers are always even. Like any even number you can take. I have taken the example of 2 here. So 2 is an even number, which are all multiple of 2 are called the even numbers. Who are not clear with this, what are the even numbers? So all the multiples of 2 are the even numbers. So 2 square, if you will multiply, the result will always be even. 4 if you will take, the result again is 16. 8 if you will take, 64, again it is a 16. Means square of even is always even. Similarly, the square of odd number. So 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, these are all the odd numbers which do not fall in the table of 2 are all the odd numbers. So if I take the square of odd number, like 1 square, if I will take, the result is 1. 3 square is equal to 9. 5 square is equal to 25. If I was taking, suppose 11, so 11 square will be equal to 121. The square of odd is odd and square of even is even. These are the first two properties. The third property is also a very important property. The squares of numbers, whether the numbers are positive or negative, always is positive. So you take the square of 1, I have given you the example. So when no sign is there, that is plus. So result will always be plus. If you are taking the square of minus, then result again will be plus. Try to understand this, why this is happening here. This is all concerned with your properties which you already have done in your previous classes. The magic is of the numbers only. Why? Because your power is even. If the base is consisting of negative sign and the power is even, here it is 2. Suppose if it is 4, if it is 6. If it is even and the base is negative, the result will always be positive. The simple reason is minus into minus. When negative sign will be multiplied even number of times, the result will always be in positive. So square means 2 is the even number. That's why either you take plus or take minus, your answer will always be coming in plus. Then fourth property is a number ending with digit 2, 3, 7, 8, never a perfect square. That I said here. If you see 1 is there, 4 is there, in between 2 and 3 is not there. So then it is, after that 9 is there. So 7 is not there, 8 is not there. Then 6 I am getting here, 5 I am getting here. Okay, so that's why this is very important property. If any number ends with 2, 3, 7 or 8, so immediately you can write that this number is not a perfect square. Like I have given you the example, 13 is not a perfect square, 42 is not a perfect square, 57 is not a perfect square, 18 is not a perfect square. Why? Because these are not the result of any two numbers which are multiplied by itself. Like I just cannot have that set of number which I will multiply twice and the result will be equal to 30. Same numbers I need for that. That's why the numbers ending with 2, 3, 7, 8 are never the perfect squares. Then your fifth one is a number ending with odd number of zeros. Make it sure that any time if you are getting the odd number of zeros at the end of any number, those numbers are never the perfect square, whether that is 10, whether that is 2000 or 2,80,000. Like here are 1, 3 and 5. Whenever odd number of zeros are there, those are never the perfect squares. Then number 6 is if a number has 1 or 9 in its units place. Like I have given you the example 1. So 1 is 1. So then its square always ends in 1. Any other example you can take. Suppose I am taking 31. So if you multiply 31 twice, what happens? Any number ending with 1. So 31 is ending with 1. So definitely if you multiply 31 by 31 at your units place, 1 will be there. Similarly in case of 9, suppose I am taking of 99. So if I multiply 99 by 99, you know 9 nines are 81. So if I will complete this multiplication again, I will be finding the resulting numbers unit place will always be ending with 1. So this is the unique property here. If a number has 1 or 9 in its units place, then its square ends in 1. 1 square is 1, 9 square again is 81, 11 square is 121, 19 square is 361. So here it is 1, again 1, 9 is 1, 1 is 1, 9 is 1. So if the number is ending with 1 or 9, that is unit space, so their square will also be ending with what? 1 or 1 only, 1 or 1 only. Whether that is a square of 1 or whether that is a square of 9. Property number 7 tells that if a number has 3 or 7 at its units place. Now I am getting the number, there I said 1 or 9, now I am taking 3 or 7. So if 3 or 7 is there at units place, so their square will always end in 9. Like the example I have given, 23 square will be 529 and 27 square will be 729. Because 23 is there, 23 into 23, 3 3s are 9. 27 into 27, so 7 into 7, 49. So unit place will always be consisting of 9. So that's why those squares will always be ending with the number 9. If a number has 2 or 8 in its units place, so then its square will ends always in 4. 2 square is 4, so 22 square 484. Means whenever you are multiplying 2 at unit place, your result will always be ending with 4. Whether that is 2, whether that is 12 or 8 also. In case of 18, 8 8s are 64. So at unit place I am getting what? 4. Similarly, if you will multiply 18, so you will be getting 324 again at units place. You are getting 4. So any number ending with 2 or 8, if you will be getting the square of those numbers, so their results will also be ending with 4. Then number 9 is, if a number has 4 or 6 in units place. Now you are taking the square of 4. So 4 into 4 in unit place, digit always be 6. 14 again 6. If it is 6, like 6 6 are 36. So again unit place will be 6. If it is 16, 256. If it is 26, that is 676. So whenever you are taking the square of 4 or 6, your resulting number will be consisting of 6 always at the units place, or you can say that number will always be ending with the digit 6. And the square of 5 always ends with resulting number at unit place 5. Anytime you take the square of 5 or the number ending with digit 5, the square will also be ending with digit 5. Here I have given the example 5 square, 15 square, 25 square. All these numbers are ending with 5. Then 11th is, if a number has 0 at its units place. Again, if you will be taking the square of 0, so your resulting zeros will always be resulting numbers will always be ending with 0. The difference is, if it is a 1 0, resulting will be having 2 0. If there are 3, then 6. If 4 are there, then resulting will be 8. Zeros will get doubled, but the result will always be ending with the digit 0 only. So then 12th property is very important to understand now. If a number has 0, 1, 4, 5, 6 or 9 at its units place, then it may or may not be a perfect square. I said, if you go through in property number 4, I said the number ending with 2, 3. Now you complete that. 2 is not there, 3 is not there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is there, 7 and 8 is not there, 0 is 10. So from 1 to 10, if I will count, I am not getting 2, 1, I am not getting 2, I am not getting 3, here I am not getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I am not getting 7, or I am not getting 8. So 2, 3, 7 and 8. So when I was sharing the property number 4 with you, I said that digits ending with 2, 3, 7 and 8 are never the perfect squares. That is, take it guaranteed. Any number ending with digit 2 is never a perfect square. With 3 is never a perfect square. With 7 is never a perfect square. With 8 is never a perfect square. But that does not means if the number is ending with 0, 1, 4, 5, 6 or 9 are always the perfect squares. It may be or may not be. I have given the examples here. If you will check these numbers 400, 361, 324, 625, 196 and 289. 20, this is the square of 20, this is the square of 19, this is the square of 18, this is the square of 25, this is the square of 14 and this is the square of 17. These all are the perfect squares. But at the same time, these are the numbers which are ending with 0, 1, 4, 5, 6 and 9 are not the perfect squares. So make it clear, whenever you will be answering the question, which numbers are the perfect squares. So number ending with the digit 2, 3, 7 and 8 are never the perfect square. So left digits are 0, 1, 4, 5, 6 or 9. But it is not sure that the number ending with 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, 9 will always be the perfect square. Maybe or may not be, but you have to understand perfect squares will always be ending with 0, 1, 4, 5, 6 or 9. Not all the times, but whenever the perfect square will be there, the number will be ending with 0, 1, 4, 5, 6 or 9 only. So not always you have to keep this restriction in your mind. Still 8 properties are left that I will be sharing with you tomorrow. So today please study these properties, try to understand the definition of the square numbers and then see your exercise and see how many questions you can try on behalf of today's discussion. That's all for today. Thank you and have a nice time. Few queries were there from your side. I would like to answer your queries. Those are some Yogita Thakur is there. She is always showing the gratitude. So I'm very thankful to you. And whenever you have the queries, I'm trying my level best to give my support. So I admire your this gratitude and best wishes to you from my side. Then one student was asking that Rakesh sir is not sending any homework. So definitely I will convey your message to sir. The child is from 8C. So no doubt I will definitely be speaking to Sir Rakesh about the same. Then one Sapna Thakur has commented that I'm not getting any of the assignment. I didn't understand what you want to say. I'm not getting, are you not receiving or you don't know how to solve the questions of assignment? So you please be careful. Whenever I'm giving you the assignment, by the next day I'm giving the remedy of that assignment also. And if you have some special doubt, please go through my lectures. Before giving the assignment, always I am talking to you people in detail how to do those questions. Like today if I am speaking about the square of numbers, so before giving you the assignment, these kind of discussions always I have given to you in my lectures. Still, if you have some queries in particular questions, please write those questions, send to me. I will take care. Otherwise, feel free whenever the school will reopen, you come and did not to hesitate to clarify the doubts. Don't worry about anything. Don't be panic at this stage. The same Sapna Thakur asked in one of the question how AE is equal to RC plus 10. So in that lecture I have explained it very clearly. That is the given part of your question. You read the question carefully. It is given in the question that AE is equal to RC plus 10. One another query is there. How to solve question number 16 of exercise 3.3. So please go through the lecture. If still it is not clear, you come back to me. In tomorrow's lecture I will solve that to you. So that's all about your queries. And only one part at question 16. I have sent already the solution of this question number 16 of exercise 3.3. But still, what is that point where it is not clear to you? You just let me know. I will definitely be solving it again for you. Thank you. Have a nice time.